everyone! Today we are going to talk about mortgage rate drop after 3 weeks of increases. Average rate on 30 years fixed mortgage falls to 5.7%.
Mortgage rate declined this week but remains near multi-year high, helping make it the least affordable time to purchase a house since before the financial crisis. Average rate on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage fell to 5.7%, mortgage finance giant Freddie Mac said. That is down from 5.81% last week, but up from 3.22% at the beginning of the year.
So I don't have a house, but for those who have a house, is dropping 0.11% a lot? It doesn't, like, I don't have any feel to it. Like, I don't know how it feels to have that small number decrease, because I would be like, hey, it's still high. Like, do you need to make a news about it? I still want the price to be super low, man. It doesn't help. Go back to being at 3.22. So
the fast acceleration in mortgage rate in decades and stubborn home price appreciation have pushed some would-be buyers off the market this spring, typically the busiest time of year for home sales.
So actually, spring is one of the hot times, and I think this was related to schools. Kids going to schools, right? So I guess people still don't want to buy houses.
And then in April, median American household would have needed 41.2% of its income to cover mortgage payment on a median-priced home. That is the highest share since July 2006 and well above the 30.8% recorded in April 2021. With inflation outpacing pay raises, most workers are seeing their income fall behind, further straining the finance of buyers who are also facing higher borrowing costs.
Everything is increasing, except my income. Cabbage price increase, mortgage rate increase, housing increase, gas price increase.
The Federal Reserve's interest rate increases and its pullback from the mortgage bond market pushed mortgage rates to their highest level since 2008 earlier this month. Mortgage payment on a median-priced home were about $800 higher in June than a year ago. Still, demand for homes continued to outpace the inventory of homes for sales. Nearly 60% of the homes sold in May were sold above their list price, according to real estate. So the drop in mortgage volume prompted by rising interest rate has created challenging conditions for lenders. That's true. Maybe that racked in record profit in 2020 and 2021 are laying off staff. Even a couple of mortgage corporations had to file bankruptcy protection, citing a dramatic collapse in the market for refining and a weakening market for home purchases. So overall, originations are expected to fall 40% this year, dragging down by a 69% decline in refinancing.
Only good thing about interest rate going up is my saving rate went from nothing to 0.02. So not that many people are going to take loans this fall because it's so expensive to buy a house because of the mortgage rate. So if you're living in like, sorry, I'm like, my makeup's like all over. So if you're living in like areas, Cali, the big cities, because of work, there's no way you guys can buy houses anytime soon with the income that you guys are making. Because not dissing anyone's income when I say this, but since everything's increasing, even if you're saving up for it, there's no way you could afford that much money. Wow. My question here, guys, is what can people do when they want to buy a house? Let's say you're getting married like in a couple of months. What are you going to do? Just stay in an apartment or like a condo and just pay rent? And when is this like mortgage rate going to fall down to 3 originally, even earlier this year was down to 3.2 some percentage. What can you do about that? Just keep waiting. Wait and pray is the only thing you can do for the mortgage rate to drop. That is really sad. Anything individuals can even help out to do? Or just, like, I guess we have to pray? Dear Lord, I hope the mortgage rate. So a couple of options that you can do is leave the big cities and go to other places. But that means that you have to relocate yourself for work, and a couple of works are now demanding to come back to work. So either you're going to have to pay monthly rent, or there's no houses that's going to be available anytime soon. So anything chat wants to add about this? article. So I doubt we will see mortgage rate that low again in our lifetime. Really? And what are the chances of people increasing income? I guess if you want to, if there's no way it's going to go down that far, then you have to really work hard. That's why people are doing multiple jobs, like taxi driver and like another thing. That's so bad, guys. It's like what can we do when the average home prices is more than $1.3 million? And that's in the Cali Bay area, right? Wow, that's crazy. I thought in Korea the newlywed move in with the parents. I saw that. Not really. They that's old time. Make more money. How can you make more money? Do part-time job. But some jobs don't even require you to do part-time. So to get back to the 3.2, the Fed has to bring the rates back to 0%. So the only way they can get the mortgage rate to drop that far is have another COVID-related type big issue going on in the world where everything's shut down and that they're going to, you know, have all the free monies out there and that like everything's gonna drop because no one can make income, blah, blah, blah. But other than that, this is going to be almost like the mortgage rate that it's, you know, that you guys have to pay off. Homes around me are like fourth. Yeah, so definitely moving is the best option out there. If you can't get a home, it sucks. Work 2 jobs or downsize your home to a tiny house. But if you're raising kids, you probably need a big house. So, in conclusion, guys, mortgage rate dropping after 3 weeks of increase. Still, it's high, but it's still not... It's still high. I think it's still high. And, you know... But we're also saying that there's no way it's going to go down to 3% unless there's any big issues going on. So, for those who's living in, like, the big cities... If you really need to buy a house, like, you probably have to do any, like, other part-time jobs to afford that much, because there's no way you could match the increasing price of everything. So, hope those who are trying to buy a house, good luck to you guys. And I hope this won't stop people from getting married. I hope everyone can get married. And, you know, like, it's not a mandatory thing, but it's just I wish that everyone would be happy and, like, have a dream house.